Oh my god. I can't believe it. I'm targeted! Someone actually wants me dead again! Yes! Holy shit, this is awesome! I never thought I'd see the day of a fellow spider actually like having a arch nemesis again. Yeah, I think he knows this is basically a conspiracy thing. Guys, come on, this is a beautiful moment for him. Anyway, hey, I guess real comic Spider-Man here. Not at all, just, doing a quick cameo for, Ben's Far From Home review with you guys. Dude, come on, you gotta give him that. Holy shit, this is awesome! Hey, it's called Spiders. This is, it's called Spire here, and we're gonna do our Far From Home review in a bit. But I just read issue 25 of Amazing, and dude, Pete, and Kane, we're totally getting targeted again by a big time villain. It's awesome. I'm imported again. This is awesome. Are you sure he's not trying to Deadpool? Because I feel like he's trying to be Deadpool. Yeah, I'm with the idiot dog here, Parker. I'd like to know, can I stinger him? No, guys, just give him that. Anyway, they'll be back in the review in just a bit, so, Ben, can you stop, fangasming on, being threatened again? I'll screw you, guy! But before my entire Spire figure line starts explaining the Far From Home, my personal thoughts first on just the cast and crew in general. Tom Holland himself did a great job, as usual, as Spider-Man. He got a little overexcited on usual things when the action scenes were happening. I forgot when I was doing the figure footage to not mention at all of the suits that was in Far From Home. So my first thoughts is the Night Monkey suit. I mean, the stealth suit is actually pretty cool. There's a bit of spoilery thing gonna go there in the figure section. So you guys will explain that. They'll try to explain that to the best of their ability. For I think the new, navy black and blue kind of suit he was doing was supposed to be like an anti-Mysterio suit. And yes, there's spoilers happening with Mysterio in general. I may have given away the third act, but after that, third act was pretty good. It ended in, they went to a bunch of countries. They went to, I think, Italy, the Czech Republic, and London for the third act. And since it's Mysterio himself, Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job. He was a very charismatic Quentin Beck when he was still playing the whole hero thing. I think I'm not surprising anyone in the spoilers that, yeah, he was a villain. How he did it is actually pretty unique, so I'll leave the figures to talk about that itself. Overall, the cast themselves did great. Yeah, I would love to talk more, but I'm going to be in the figures most of the time, so I just wanted to, real world you a little before I ease back into the figures. So that being said, take care for now, and, yeah, this was awesome. Yes, I believe these are great additions to our arsenal. Thank you, Mr. McCoy. It's a Dr. McCoy for you. And yes, I'm actually in the works with the Spider-Men in question to earn their real Nerf namesake. More of that probably next week. Upgrading, of all things, their web shooters, unlike Kane, apparently. Oh, I'm the only one in the family that has organic webs, okay? One of us had to be the Tobey Maguire, and I guess it had to be me. Oh, okay, whoa. Coming in a little strong. Anyway, yeah, still riding off the high of getting targeted with, what we call him? Human centipede? No, his name is Kroll. Crap, I don't even remember the name. Beaver's talking about it so adamantly. Look, it doesn't matter what his name is. Beck is somewhat involved, which also justifies, of course, our Far From Home. So anyway, I'll start off with the non-spoilers. I actually quite enjoyed most of the tech and the new suits. In particular, one Iron Spider-looking design he may have modified after the events of Endgame. I believe card, in this case, is to both Retro and his cousins, double team review? Or is it just... It's just a basic review, okay? Yeah. The suits are good. I kind of agree. I kind of like the Night Monkey suit. Stealth suit. Night Monkey. Stealth suit. Night Monkey. You know that's technically a spoiler, right? Nah, Night Monkey. Or more of a Spider Monkey. For God's sakes. Okay, we're breaking up into 3 parts. This section here is just basically me getting through all the non-spoilery stuff and Easter eggs because it's kind of littered. I highly recommend Mr. Sunday Movies video explaining each and every detail that he got around. and there is quite a lot. The biggest one in particular is at the end of the movie that we're trying to tease, I assume, Oscorp or the Baxter Building going to be in the third movie. I honestly would like to see Oscorp. It has been, I don't know how many years since Osborn has been part of my fold, and as far as the Sinister Six. You know, I am trying to, like, respect, villains with redemption, since Eric has been doing more or less the same thing. Yes, I am aware of his magnetism self. Also, I think he tried sponging most of my units to get a capital on his own Sinister Six. Yeah, it was called the Hellfire Club, and we weren't a big fan of it. Anyway, we're talking push-balls politics of this supervillainy. Getting to the point, though the die has been cast on possible future for Phase 4. Die is cast. Seriously, you sound more Sherlocky every time. It's not like I'm the only one that has been lobbying to Retro every time he comes home to let me do an entire, I don't know, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock retrospective. And maybe I'll just the British accent. You ever think of that? Yeah, in case you can tell, when you just the accent, you sound more and more either like Parker or Retro. Oh, says the guy who finally got to wear my Parker as his body for a couple of years. Yeah, and speaking as that individual, it wasn't really that all glamorous as you've been building up to your clone little mind. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll get to the meat of the plot, which is my section. Anyway, as you can tell, he didn't leave much in the non-spoiler section. It does take place a little after Endgame, and it kind of shows it. Much like this battery that should have been filled, Ben. Oh, okay, so I might have sort of got a little hyped and totally forgot to, make a vlog on my personal channel. You don't have a personal channel. I'm making up excuses. Anyway, but back in a bit for a full battery and spoilers. So for everyone uninitiated, we all like the movie regardless, and here's hoping more X-Men in Phase 4 or the future family. I don't know. Alright, battery's full. You wanna all just get to the Geno ship part of the entire review, or is it just gonna be me about Michelle, aka totally not, Mary Jane? I know everyone still thinks it's Michelle, and I think Retro thought the same thing too back when he did his Homecoming review, so I guess cards to that, but I don't know. I'm okay with Zendaya being, MJ, because, I was originally supposed to be the guy to just let them have a, sunset ending regardless until, my many 20-something plus deaths became pretty much a thing. Oh, you always drag your deaths every time. Oh, I died 27 plus times. Ooh, I had to move a bunch of states. I moved to Texas, and I only died, I don't know, a handful of times compared to you, if we're even going to count, I guess, Spider-Verse. Really, man? It wasn't not a big deal. Yeah, seeing demons and shit happening to you all the time is just... I could just explain that this is a thing. But, Hank, thank you for the upgrades. We're doing fine right here. Yeah, no, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not yet. Okay, Zendaya as MJ is pretty cool. Before I finish this argument, oh, you're just gonna cut me off like that? Yeah, we're just gonna cut you off like that. We have the same voice, right? Doc already covered that in the non-spoiler section. Yeah, she pretty much figured it out. We all kind of saw in our trailer react card to it. And even still, she's really more surprised by the day of, how much she missed out, even though she kind of ballparked it and got it right at Homecoming of all things. Yeah, she missed that action set piece from the last movie. It's I kind of figured it out since Washington. I just didn't want to be 100% concerned, sure, or anything like that. They're not Gank, what's his name, Ed or something. He was a good kid like usual. He did a really good job. The big thing I think everyone's bitching about is the Homecoming still screwing over the timeline, just like Far From Home is doing right now. Basically, everyone still were the exact same age as they were post, and I want to say either post Homecoming or Infinity War, because they were when they got snapped back, they basically called it the blip this time around in this movie. Basically everyone stayed the same age. Everyone who came back was 5 years older and stuff. It was played as a joke instead of ultra serious like it was in Infinity War and in Endgame. And if I have to give any doc or any kind of criticism, yeah, them trying to explain just two of the biggest, I guess, Avengers movies back to back was probably daunting. And Maybe Avi's still being a bitch in the back, but, you know, that's just me. He was definitely being a monster in the back. Okay, you really just want to keep being edgelord. If it gets Avi's attention and my own personal film, we're a package deal and you know that. Just because we share the name Scott Spider doesn't mean we're like a tag team or something. You know, I was patrolling in Jersey the last couple weeks and they kind of thought the same thing. We are not the broken hearties. I am not Brother Nero. I am not. Okay, wrestling jokes aside. Plot's actually pretty good. It's still the same events that happen after Endgame, again with the vacation twists and stuff like that, which is actually pretty good. And you do get to see Pete's Iron Spider suit for like a grand total of 5 minutes, aka this scene here from the trailers was just for the trailers. And again, I think the director himself said, "Oh, we could actually, you know, make it more actiony and implement the homecoming. I'm not the homecoming. The Iron Spider suit a little more." Because say what you will about like everyone being unavailable and stuff, the Iron Spider suit actually probably could have saw through a lot of Quinn's illusions pretty quickly. Also, the biggest spoilers that we're all gonna say, 3, 2. Gino shit! Basically, that Mysterio was a villain all along. How he pulled it off was actually pretty unique. If I have the pick, yeah, here we go. Okay, the unique thing he did is remember that therapy session gadget that Tony had back in Civil War. Yeah, turns out that he used that as the illusions for all the elementals and stuff. Also, Quinn actually invented that in this timeline and basically blamed Tony for renaming it Barf. You know what? He may be a dead man, but he's got a good sense of humor. Anyway, when's it going to be a VR simulator or like a hologram? I'm not reading into the comics, you are. Oh, I forgot. Okay, we don't know about RDJ, if he's actually going to be that part of the comics. If he is, that means Civil War 2 is definitely a thing. Yeah, Pete couldn't shut up about everyone still, you know, fighting over, like, scraps again. Yeah, time travel is just weird, especially in the, I guess, Minority Report sense. Look, I don't know much about precogs, but it is, well, damaging. And yeah, given that I was out of the other one here, no, I didn't try, actual voice settings. You were, get to the point on Civil War 2. Yeah, basically it was a mess. And yeah, Pocket Industries was coming into full swing by around that time, so yeah, it was more or less dicey. Anyway, can we get the lipo batteries on that? I am not turning your new web blaster, your new web shooters into flyable master race blasters. I'm sorry, I'm the one that actually said yes to actual Hydra agents. Okay. Politics aside, comic politics. Okay, get to your final thoughts, because I'm pretty sure this battery's gonna go out too. Alright, well, now it's actually looking green here. I don't want to talk to him anymore, and I just want to get paid. Oh, right. Anyway, yeah, final thoughts. As you can tell, it's sporadic on spoilers for everyone here because, ironically, it's been a week and a half since we saw the movie, didn't we, Retro? Oh, you just gonna drag me into it? Yeah, we're gonna drag you into it. Yeah, and the penalty was, I guess, somebody has to do camera duties. It was almost beast, if you could believe that, if it wasn't for that commission last minute thanks to Doc over here. No problems around, as usual. Okay, anyway, my side of the review first. I guess out of 10, 7. Because, again, it's still pretty strong right after Homecoming, and it's a nice little epilogue if you just don't care about the universe as a whole. Also, Quinn's scenes was actually using every character actor around that got yelled at by pretty much every villain throughout the series as, like, his crew. Even down to, like, the guy who got yelled at by, Obadiah saying of, "It was Tony Stark built this," yeah, that old speech back in Iron Man 1. That was him. He was in his crew, and I think was it him or somebody else, like a technician. Quinn threatened him with a bunch of drones, saying, "Hey, Mike, why am I flicking here on the CG for a bit?" Like basic, you know, one-on-one kind of stuff. And for anyone who works in MCU and saw those kinds of hiccups, it must have been a hell of a treat for them. But at the same time, not a lot going on with Peter other than just him being on vacation, and Nick kind of sort of hijacks it. Yeah, there's a reason why we are bearing the lead on Sam Jackson's scenes, because that's a huge spoiler that we're going to leave to Kane to talk about in the post-cred, aren't we, Kane? Yes. Skrulls. Oh, we're just gonna say right there, oh, they're involved. And I'll save that for the end card. Oh, just great. You know what? Okay, so yeah, I'm a 7, you're 5. Look, I'm middle of the road out of everyone here, and I'm a little more, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for here? High toppy? Okay, yes, I like high tops, and I kind of agree on some of his stuff. Yes, I'm the kind of guy that shits on parades and probably, I don't know, Mark and Kaines you with my stingers. But at the end of the day, it's still better than Raimi and amazing too. Honestly, if there was ever a time we do retro reviews, it would be me basically going through that entire franchise. And probably the start of Stab. Speaking of, we already did our quick little spoilers. They were on the link down below if you guys want to see that. Well, mostly, well, retro, but not me or Parker! My obsessions aside, I still like the movie regardless, and it is still a good epilogue after Endgame. You're up, Dr. Jackass! I am not Dr. Jackass, and you know it. Yes, for any of the missing details we missed, apparently, when Funhouse was doing the review, by the way, called it their review, apparently someone in the theater was getting psyched about Happy Hogan, of all people. I'm a big Jon Favreau fan, and honestly, I am the one of 3 people who actually will be willing to try out CG remakes of Disney animated features. As an auteur spider that I am, superior in nature, I'll see if it's better than the original. Best guess not, but I have to work something with my damn gimmick. McCoy, since you're here, 8 out of 10. We had a private screening with our summer school class. Yes, we liked it. It was good. I'm happy to be in the fold. And yes, to everyone who's working at MCU, put us in Phase 4 alongside the Fantastic Four. You became a freaking monopoly with us, and you're not going to use us immediately? What is wrong with you? Okay, thanks, Hank. Okay, so, yeah, not a lot of walking around aside. Web here at the end cards to talk about, I assume, Stranger Things 3 with Roger did last week, and a cool little impact web here to sub to the channel. And for any more spider content, please let me know. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys want to see. More reactions of us or Kane sitting through the entire Raimi trilogy again. Yeah, that was pretty cool. We did it privately, drunk as hell, a couple of times back. It was just insane. I did not like 3 because... You want to say? Because Bryce Dallas Howard. It wasn't the emo scene because I think he was misunderstood. There, I said it. Yeah, it was funny like that. Anyway, for any and all future Spider reviews, we might actually have a playlist. Again, let us know in the comments down below. Give us a like if you want that playlist. Hit the notification bell for future reviews because, spoilers, the post-credit we're going to talk about right now is pretty hairy and very green. Alright, are they gone? Alright, long story short, scrolls were basically a thing. They basically took over for, I assume, hi, Nick. Now, I didn't just see you explain the post-cred after Far From Home. You're sounding more like a James Dean. Scroll from Captain Marvel. Oh, come on! I was trying my best! And now you're sounding like somebody from those Planet of the Apes movies. Okay, you need to stop. And I just manipulated Retro's hand. Great. Okay, so we're not just gonna talk about the time that you basically got manipulated by Mysterio and Nick is gonna be on your ass. Okay, that may be the thing, but okay, you're trying a Stan accent. Oh, Excelsior, you! And we'll see you soon in Phase 4. Yeah, teasing, I guess, real nerve. Phase 4 here for the spiders. Hope you liked it, and yeah, can you tell this was rushed? Because it looks rushed to me. Okay, guys, we're not even going to talk about how the kid's identity got burned in the post-creds. Like, no? Not even? I mean, do you want Parker Industries, or do you want to, like, actually earn it again through the way what that dog did to you? Okay, you know what, yeah, sure, why not? He could get a doctorate. And for those who are also here for the cold opening, yeah, I went back to college to keep an eye on Kurt. Hopefully, it's post-hunted, so I had to do something. And you know what, Nick Spencer, dude, you're doing a great job writing as me, and keep up the good work. So that being said, end card finally do the things that I think Kane was talking about. So, or was it Ben? Which one hyped the end card? Ben. Okay, cool. So that being said, we're not gonna talk about how he lost his identity. Just And the JJ cameo. Like, he actually showed up.